cover how to input a fraction into the TI 30XS MultiView, because you're going to need it for this next lesson. So how do we put that fraction into our calculator? For example, if we have the fraction 1 and 5/8, that's an improper fraction, so it's actually 1 and 5/8. And we need to know how to get that into our calculator, because when we have to add and subtract those, we don't want to have to do it the old-fashioned way, when you had to add, convert them, and borrow from your neighbor and regroup. None of that stuff. We don't want to do that. And we also need to know how to get a basic fraction in our calculator. So maybe we're doing 1 and 5/8 minus -2/3. Because in your next lesson, you're going to be doing things just like this. So we need to learn really quickly how to get this into our calculator. So we have 1 and 5/8 minus -2/3 that we're going to use our TI 30XS MultiView calculator to do. All right, so on your calculator, you have an N/D button, but if you look right above the N/D button, you have the button for a mixed fraction. So we're going to do the second, and we're going to push this N/D button, and you'll see that now we have a way to put 1 and 5/8 in. So 1, directional pad to the right. Now you're at the numerator of your fractional piece, so you're 5. And then you're going to directional pad down, put your 8 in. Directional pad to the right, because now we have minus. Now we're going to do our N/D button, because the 2/3 is not a mixed fraction, but a regular fraction. It's very important here that when you put that negative in, you do not use the mathematical subtraction function button, but instead we use the negative button right under your number 3 key, and it's a negative in parentheses. It's highlighted in red on the screen. Then your 2, directional pad down to get to the bottom of your screen, and 3. Directional pad to the right, and push enter. 55/24 is your final answer. Now, on some of your assessments, you will not see an improper fraction as an answer. And if you will look right on your calculator under the data button, there is a way to convert a fraction from improper to mixed. That's when we do how many times will 24 go into 55, 2, with how many left over? 7. So it's 2 and 7/24. Then you even have to simplify the 7/24 if possible. Let your calculator do this for you. So we're going to say second, convert the 55/24, we're going to convert it to a mixed fraction and hit enter. That is 2 and 7/24. Now you don't have to have this as a subtraction, a difference, or a sum problem. You can just key in a fraction into the calculator and convert it. So let's clear everything off of our screen, and let's just say I want to know, push the N/D button, what 78 down pad over 23 is as a mixed fraction. Directional pad to the right. So let's convert 78/23 to a mixed fraction. Second, then you're going to push this 10 to the N button right under your data. It's that button right there. And then Confirm, yes, I really want you to switch that to an improper fraction. Enter, and there it is. 3 and 9/23. Now I wonder if we could go the opposite direction with that. So clear, clear. Let's input a mixed fraction. So we're going to do the second and the n over d, because we're not starting with an improper, but a mix. So let's say 4 and 2/3. So arrow direction to the right, put your 2 in, directional pad down, put your 3 in, directional pad to the right to get out of the fraction, and now let's tell it, convert that for me to an improper fraction. Second, convert button. That's what your button looks like. It's the times 10 to the n, but you have to push the second function first. Enter. And it did for you. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Your 30xs MultiView converts for you. You're going to take this into your next lesson because you're going to need this when you do that homework. I'll talk to you in the next one. Have a great day.